My name is Mike, and this is the Hot Seat. Normally I don't do one on Sundays, but today one's got to be done. If you haven't heard already, folks, this has got to be the worst subject I've ever had to do. U.S. soldier, the early morning hours, Afghan time, just walked off the base, took his gun, and shot 16 Afghan civilians, 9 of them children, 3 of them women. Just went on a shooting spree. A rampage that Afghan President Hamid Karzai says is impossible to forgive, and he's right. That is impossible to forgive. Among the dead was a young girl in a green and red dress who was shot in the forehead. The bodies of other victims appeared partially burned. A villager claimed that they had been wrapped in a blanket and set on fire. The soldier walked back to the base and just placed himself under arrest. Reports that the soldier or staff sergeant might have suffered some kind of breakdown before embarking on his killing spree was rejected. Quote, "If the U.S. say this man has mental problems, it raises questions for them, as they don't register anyone in the army if they have mental problems," said a Kandahar government spokesman, Javed Faisal, which, first of all, that statement is ludicrous because soldiers may go in okay, but as we know, many of them, they don't come out okay. They either come out blown up or they come out mentally fried. And this is just an absolute horrible, horrible scene. It is time for this country to get out. It is time for us to pack up and leave. We had a film shown for U.S. servicemen urinate on Afghan soldiers. We've got the Quran burning. We have Afghan soldiers using our aircraft and transporting drugs and weapons. That's under allegation, and now we have this. And obviously, this soldier did suffer some sort of a mental breakdown. Obviously, there is something terribly wrong, and he should be punished to the full extent of the law. It's murder one, and that's it. But it shows us that we've got to get out, not just from Afghanistan, from the whole region. It is a lost cause. It is over. It is done. There's never going to be democracy. There's never going to be peace. We're never going to look like the bad guys, or the good guys over there, rather. It is done. It's been 9 years of senseless dying on both sides. Families ruined, children orphaned. It's enough. And I urge all of you to call up your senators, email them, and say, you have had enough. And that's why, folks, we have to vote third party this November. We cannot vote for a Democrat and we cannot vote for a Republican because they're part of the same wheel, and this will never end. It may not end anyway, but we have to be heard. And we have to say, enough is enough. We want our troops out of there. We want to be done with it. And if our government's not going to make it happen, then we have to make it happen. If you've got family in the military, tell them when their enlistment is up, you're done. Get out. Turn in your uniform and get out. Because you're not fighting for our freedom. You're not fighting for democracy. You're fighting for power, profit, and insanity. And this must all end. My name is Mike, and this is The Hot Seat.